soon as we step off the plane in Tokyo, we're greeted by Mario and Princess Peach welcoming us to Japan. It's the perfect setup for the week of gaming, anime, and pop culture we're about to experience. Tokyo is one of the most expensive cities in the world. And yeah, if you live here, that might be true. Everyone tells you it's impossible to do Tokyo affordably as a family, but we're about to prove them all wrong. Welcome to our Tokyo series, where we're tackling the sprawling metropolis one neighborhood at a time without emptying our savings account. 6 days, 6 distinct areas. We've mapped out an adventure that balances the free with the absolutely worth it splurges, from riding anime-inspired spaceships across Tokyo Bay to hunting down $3 Gyoza that will change your life. Every step of the way, we'll show you exactly what we spend to stay, eat, play, and learn, with the cost updating on the screen as we go. Our loose goal? Keep it around $300 per day for our family of 5. Some days we nail it, other days, well, you'll see. Our adventure actually began yesterday at Narita Airport with all the arrival essentials. Luggage delivery to our Airbnb, pocket Wi-Fi and eSIM to stay connected, Keisei Skyliner tickets, dinner at a cozy yakitori Izakaya, late night 7-Eleven snacks, and finally hitting the sack at our Airbnb. Day 1 damage, $401.34.
All right, let's go. Feels amazing. It's like 74 degrees.
What is that in international units? About 23 degrees.
The journey from Katsushika to Asakusa is pretty straightforward. Just a quick hop on the Keisei line. One of the things we love about Tokyo is that we can stay a bit further out in these local neighborhoods, and it's still so easy to commute into the city. The girls are getting pretty good at navigating the stations by now. They know to look for the yellow lines on the platforms, stand to the side to let people off first, and most importantly, keep their voices down. It's fascinating how quickly kids pick up on local customs. So we just got to Asakusa. We've actually stayed in this area a lot, so we know a lot about it, and we've been here and done almost everything here. First thing on the agenda is something we've never actually done.
Yeah.
Right outside Asakusa Station, there's this super modern looking building, the Asakusa Culture Tourist Information Center. But we're not here for tourist info. We're heading straight up to the free observation deck on the 8th floor. This view is absolutely incredible. You've got Sensō-ji Temple right below us, and the massive Skytree piercing the sky in the background.
We're going to go to the shops. We're going to that green thing over there. I'm so happy.
We are up on top of the Tourist Culture Center now, and you start up there, but if you come down these stairs, there's actually a really cool viewpoint, and there's really not that many people down here. And you can kind of get this little, like, people there. Get some good pictures.
This is the Gundam temple.
That's
Can we
cool.
go there?
All right. Walking under the massive Kaminamiran Gate with its red lantern, we enter Nakamise Shopping Street, the path to Sensō-ji Temple. So this is the market street that's right in front of Sensō-ji Temple, and it's really pretty much just all like chintzy tourist stuff. So if you're into that, it's right up your alley, but we don't come here very often.
So busy here. A lot busier than the last time we were over in this area.
Passing into the second gate, Sensō-ji Temple comes into view in all its glory. Right away, Lindsay spots the Omikuji fortune sticks. You shake a metal container until a numbered stick falls out, then find your fortune in the matching drawer.
Omikuji. So you're supposed to drop 100 yen in the hole, shake the tin. While you're shaking, you make a wish, pray, a number will come out. You will take your sheet from the drawer of your number. It'll be either a good fortune, you take it home with you, but if it's not, you hang it on the... So, number 69, bad fortune. All right.
We all take turns with the fortune sticks. Only Cora and I managed to draw good fortunes, while Lindsay, Lily, and Harper are left with the not-so-lucky ones. That's the gamble with Omikuji, though. Sometimes you win, sometimes you tie your bad fortune to the nearest wire rack and leave it behind.
Oh, it's a bad fortune.
Okay, 100 yen. What's in here? Check the chai, make a wish. All right, 35. So it goes this way because that's how they read and stuff. So these are your ones columns, and here's your threes. That's a 5. So 3 plus 10 plus 5, 35. Your request will be granted. Okay, that's the Sensō-ji temple. It's so peaceful with all the construction going on. We love it. We came here with my parents a couple months ago at night, and that 5-story pagoda right there, it's all lit up. Oh, it's magical. Like nobody around. So if you stay in the Asakusa area, definitely come over here at night because it's freaking awesome.
Leaving Sensō-ji behind, we head west through some of Asakusa's lesser-known streets.
So in that building right there, there's a cool like covered market thing. Again, it's lots of tourist stuff, souvenirs, things like that. Not really our cup of tea. We are on the hunt for some food though, because we're hungry.
Tiger Gyoza. This little shop has been our go-to for perfectly crispy dumplings since our first trip to Tokyo.
Okay, we just got to Tiger Gyoza. It's one of our favorites. And mizu. Beer and gyoza for lunch. Sounds good. It's good.
Mommy, do your face.
Oh, she's doing it.
Made Gyoza sauce.
Thanks.
Okay, so I haven't had Tiger Gyoza. Well, I have, but we haven't had it yet, so I'm gonna try.
It's good?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay, so that's where we went, Tiger Gyoza, and it's absolutely amazing. It was 3,600 yen, so that's like $25 for lunch. So 2 beers, 32 gyoza. Not too bad, I don't think. A little bit higher price than some places, but it's really good, and it's in a very touristy area, so it's good. So if you're looking for a cheap, tasty bite to eat, that place is pretty cheap. It's a lot cheaper than where we just went, and you'll get filled up. It's like ramen, gyoza, things like that. And then this one right here, this Fukushin, it's really good, and it's a lot cheaper. I think we get out of there for dinner for like $15 with a couple beers. There's a lot of options around here. You don't have to go get the high-end expensive sushi every night, and you don't have to get the yakiniku every night, although those are very good.
And hey, did you know we wrote a guidebook on Tokyo? Find all these great places to eat and more in the neighborhood guides section of our brand new guidebook, 1 Week Worldschool Guide to Affordable Family Travel in Tokyo. Grab your copy through the QR code on the screen or the link in the description.
We're gonna go across this major street here though, and this is where we usually stay, and then this is where like Kappabashi Dori is, so it's a couple streets down. And that's where the fake food and kitchen supply stuff is, so we'll go check that out. This is Kappabashi Street, or Kappabashi Dori, and as you can see, just filled with tons of like kitchen, restaurant, things like that. Pots, pans, knives. If you want a knife, I bought a knife down here a couple years ago.
Kappabashi Dori, also known as Kitchen Town. This street stretches for nearly 1 kilometer and is packed with every kind of kitchen tool imaginable. But what we're really here for are the shops selling those incredibly realistic food samples you see in restaurant windows all over Japan.
All right, this is one of the fake food shops. No, it's
the first sample food store we visit has everything from ramen to ice cream parfaits, all made from plastic or wax, but looking good enough to eat.
Everything in this store is those sample foods that are like out in front of the restaurants. So like there's bowls of ramen and sushis, and it's awesome. It looks so real. Pizza Hut.
Then we find another sample food shop, and this one's dangerous, at least for our budget. The girls spot some adorable miniature food magnets and keychains, and before you know it, we're walking out with way more tiny plastic food than we planned. But hey, when in Kitchen Town, right? I guess.
That was a lot more than I was wanting to spend. Somehow we got talked into buying $59.95 worth of stuff. I was wanting to only spend around $3,000 for all the girls. So I don't know. I think we're gonna go to the park now.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Orange, God, I stopped saying banana.
Yes, I am. Right there. That is Min Kappabashi. And Min is a hotel chain around Japan, around Tokyo. I think it's around Japan. We usually stay there when we stay in the Asakusa area. It's awesome. We love it. They have 2 bedrooms, like full 2 bedrooms and living room and kitchens. It's a little pricey though. So if you got it in your budget, you want to stay in Asakusa area, which is an awesome area to stay. There's tons of food, stuff like that. I would stay there. Check our description for a link.
Headed to the park to let the girls play for a bit. All right, so that last sample food place we were at, they also do classes, so you can make your own food. You just have to schedule time, but they do book up, so I would schedule sooner than later.
Having stayed in Asakusa many times before, we know all the best local spots, including this playground that's been a favorite of our girls over the years.
Anything else going on today?
I think we're gonna go to the Skytree.
I just came over. We were over there. And I said hi. And now she thinks we speak Japanese and she's been following us around. And we don't know what she's saying. But she wanted to be our friend.
Yeah, just go play with her. Yeah. You don't have to speak the same language.
Mama, let's go. I found the grasshopper.
You found a grasshopper?
Yeah.
Today, they even make a new friend. It's amazing how play transcends any language barriers.
We're going to the Skytree now.
That was the playground, and now we just need to go catch a subway, and it's on the other side of Asakusa now. And then one stop, I think, we have the Skytree. Easy. Covered Market is down that way, and it runs parallel with this street here. But we've never really been down this street, so we thought we'd take this street instead. It's neat. It's sunnier though.
Heading toward the Skytree now, we pass through an area filled with signs reminding everyone not to walk and eat, a common rule in most parts of Tokyo. We cut through the mall to reach the Tobu Skytree Line station. It may seem like a shortcut to go through the mall, but actually I think it's the only way to get to the platform. Just one stop on the train across the bridge, and we'll be at the base of Japan's tallest tower.
We're at the Tokyo Skytree.
Right there, that is the entrance to the Sumida Aquarium, which is awesome. They have like amazing jellyfish displays there. We did go there. Here's some footage of it. It's awesome. We're not going today though. We're gonna go find a treat because Cora is sad because she just ran into a wall. So our kids are kind of accident prone today. Oh man.
At the base of the Skytree, there's this massive shopping complex called Tokyo Salamachi. The mall is packed with character stores, Pokemon, Studio Ghibli, and of course, plenty of Skytree-themed shops.
So this is another one of those malls with just tons of like branded characters and franchises. But we're gonna take you to Character Street at Tokyo Station. I don't know if we'll go to Tokyo Station Character Street, but it's there. I'll put it on the map and you can go if that's something you want to do. Yeah, that's Japan for you. I mean, that's kind of the culture. It's kind of what it is. There's an anime shop here.
These legs. These are so good.
What do you sweetheart.
Hey.
All right. Just kind of like a dum-dum.
Good. I like
It's pretty good.
All right. We're gonna. I don't know what we're doing.
After exploring the mall, we spot this perfect little setup outside. A van selling cold beers, snacks, and shaved ice. Finding a spot in the shade of the Skytree, well, trying to find shade. It's actually really sunny today.
Yes. I should actually be filming this way because look at that. Is amazing. But we'll sit here. We'll have our beers. Come by.
Nothing beats an ice-cold beer and some shaved ice while gazing up at one of the world's tallest structures, except maybe a second ice-cold beer and some chips while gazing up at one of the world's tallest structures. No trip to Japan is complete without hitting up a Daiso. It's basically Japan's version of a dollar store. While everything isn't exactly 100 yen anymore, most items are still incredibly cheap. It's especially great for picking up those little souvenirs that won't break the bank.
KS, but it's also the A.
Time to head back to Kachishika. We make our way down to the basement level where we can catch the Keisei line. It's rush hour now, so the trains are getting pretty crowded. But that's all part of experiencing real Tokyo life.
Okay, we are back home area. Final stop. And now we just need to eat something. The girls are super cranky. We're getting hungry. I think we're just gonna go to our favorite place, Torikizoku. We always say it wrong. Torikizoku is what we call it, but it's Torikizoku. Anyway, we're gonna go there. They have good beers. They have good lemon sours. They have good chicken. It's cheap. It's right here. Let's go. Yeah, that's 10, I think. What's going on, Lindsay?
All right. So we're gonna order some yakitori. It's really easy here at Torikizoku. They have an iPad. So it's really awesome. Just have to hit some buttons and scroll.
You can also set it in English.
Oh yeah, put it in English.
That little icon up there.
Yep. So we have some meatballs, 2 of those.
Chicken wings.
Yep. Arigato. Order and then don't forget to hit OK.
And it'll say order set. Easy.
It's very easy. It's cheap. Yep. Big lemon sours. Let's get all that stuff put out.
The umbrella on the tree, on the tree, on the tree.
All right, we're walking back. We are done now. And doing good. We'll see you tomorrow. We're going to the zoo. Bye.
All right. We're headed to Ueno.
We're going to the zoo and I want to go see gorillas.
Gorillas? What are you most excited to see, Lily?
The gorillas and the snow owls.
So yes, we're heading over to Ueno today. It's just one train.
We walk to the train station, Keisei Takasago. There are a lot of different trains that stop or pass through this station, so you need to check the monitors for the correct train. Since we're heading to Ueno today, we need to get on the train that stops in, well, Ueno. Also, there are no gates or railing on this platform, so hold on to your kids. The ride into town is pretty peaceful. It's around 11:30 a.m., so the morning rush is over and the train isn't packed like it would be earlier in the day. One of the nice things about this route is that it stays above ground for most of the trip. Tokyo is famous for its sprawling underground train system, but for now, we get to watch the city roll by. The view out the windows makes for a nice, relaxed start of the day. But soon enough, we hit our second to last stop. Then the train dips underground, running right beneath the park we're about to visit.
Okay, we just got to Keisei Ueno, which is different than the main Ueno station, but it works out for us because it's really close to the park entrance on the south end. So we'll walk through like this awesome like path and stuff. It's really pretty.
Keisei Ueno Station, operated by the private Keisei Railway Company, isn't as massive as the JR Ueno Station, that's Japan Railways, the national rail system, but it still has plenty of exits, and if you take the wrong one, you'll end up nowhere near where you actually want to be.
Right, it's essentially right. It says, doesn't it?
Lindsay was right in this case. She usually is, though.
Oh, hey, that's the zoo right there, isn't it?
Yep.
We're not going there.
Okay, so there's a second entrance we didn't know about. So I guess if you follow the signs when you get off the subway, it might lead you to a quicker way to the zoo.
Just outside Keisei Ueno Station is the Bitten Gate to Ueno Zoo. Convenient if you're heading straight in, but we're going to pass by that for now. We're making our way to Bitten Temple at Shinobatsu Pond. And more than anything, we're here for the pond.
Is it the boats?
Yeah.
Are we going on them?
On the pond behind the temple, they have boats you can hire by the half hour. They've got rowboats, regular cycle boats, and even Swan cycle boats. Of course, we snagged a couple pink swans.
So we did this a couple months ago, didn't we, Willie? I remember it being very tiring.
It hurts your leg.
It does. Hi, girls. You're paddling.
Faster. Splash the boat. Daddy, I'm pedaling again. You see? Daddy, look, I'm driving.
Good job.
See, I'm pedaling again.
That's awesome. Good job, girls. Uh-huh.
We're coming over to crash so the swans can kiss.
Okay with me, girls?
My name is Lily.
And how old are you, Lily?
I'm 8 years old.
Favorite teacher?
Mommy.
A half hour may seem quick, but trust me, it's plenty. These things are way more work than they look.
Wobbly?
I think they're always like that.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Fun?
Yes.
Good. That was so much fun?
Yeah.
Good.
That was fun.
All right. You want to get a water?
Hurry.
Yeah, we do.
I'll give them more. Here are they.
We already went on the swan boats and we're gonna go next time again. Bye.
Another fortune today, Lens? Better fortune?
Why is there so many bad fortunes on here?
I don't know.
Now, onto the zoo. As I said earlier, this is the Bitten Gate, one of the secondary entrances to the zoo. The main gate is further inside Ueno Park, and we'll see that later when we leave. Ueno Zoo is actually split right down the middle by a highway, dividing it into the West Garden and the East Garden. This entrance brings you straight into the West Garden, right next to the pandas, if that's on your must-see list.
It was 1,200 yen, which is like $7 and some change. All the kids were free because 12 and under are free.
Every time we come here, I see these buildings here. And I think it'd be so cool to have an apartment that overlooked the zoo like this. I wonder how much those cost.
Zoos are always a hit with our girls, so we start off in the small critter section and the children's zoo. Lots of hands-on exhibits and smaller animals, which is perfect for kids.
Look, he's back there in the back.
Then we make our way to the Animals of Africa section.
What is it, girls?
Daddy, it's a rhinoceros.
Yep, rhinoceros.
Ew, he's eating grass.
Last time we were here, this whole area was under construction, so it's cool to finally see it open. They've really done a great job with it.
So we came 2 years ago, right when Japan opened back up, and where the giraffes and like the hippos and rhinos are, they were all in these inside enclosures that cages were really small, and we were like, this is really sad, everything. Well, last fall we came back, and apparently when we were here the first time, they were remodeling or building new outdoor areas for the giraffes and rhinos and all that, and it's really awesome now. So we got to see that last fall, and now we're seeing it again.
If you're wondering what that noise is, it's those are just amigos and they're fighting and they're weird noises.
Yeah, they're fighting. They are.
If you're from Japan, you probably know what these are, but if you're not, they're little smelly things that keep the bugs away, and they're working.
Ueno Zoo used to have a monorail connecting the East and West Gardens, making it Japan's shortest railway line.
So that is the old monorail that used to go from one side of the zoo to the other. It's been decommissioned for 5 or 6 years now, and I don't know if it's ever going to be fired back up again. Well, I don't think so, hon.
Would have been a fun ride. For now, though, we'll just have to walk. These are the Japanese macaques, also known as snow monkeys. They're native to Japan and are famous for soaking in hot springs during the winter. The most well-known example of these are the ones that live in the Jikokudani Monkey Park in Nagano, where tourists flock to see them bathing in the steamy onsen waters. You'll find these fascinating primates all over the country, but here at the zoo, they've got their own little rocky habitat to climb and explore. Watching them scale the cliffs with ease never gets old.
Open and paying. You make some paper, girls. What's that smell like? What's that smell like, Harper?
Okay,
Okay.
so where are
We
we?
came in right there. Now we're right here. So now we want to go see the snow owl, the tigers, and the gorillas.
We finally find the snow owl, but getting a clear shot is pretty much impossible with the grating on the enclosure. Still, I try. Meanwhile, the otter is putting on a show, splashing around and darting through the water like it knows we're watching. If you're a longtime fan, you know otters are Lily's favorite animal, so she is especially pleased to see this little
We're going
guy.
down to the Gorilla Woods and Tiger Forest.
We walk through the Gorilla Woods and Tiger Forest, and right away we spot 3 young tigers playing. They're chasing each other, pouncing, and putting on a full show for us. It's adorable.
So first, we go to the gorillas, then we get food, then we go to the bears.
Okay, yeah, let's go. Ooh.
And finally, we make it to the gorillas. They're out and active today, moving around their enclosure and keeping a close eye on the crowd. Always impressive to see them up close. We spot the polar bear standing right by the water, staring straight at us. And not just any water, the clearest, most refreshing looking pool I've seen all day. In this heat, I'm honestly a little jealous. We exit the zoo through the former entrance. It's one way only now, but you can still see the original ticket booths, wrought iron gates, and fences.
Hey, that was the Ueno Zoo. We had a good time. It's such an affordable activity for everyone. The kids under 12 are all free. I think 12 to 18 is half price. And then even the adults are only 600 yen a piece. Like, I don't know. Can't even buy a bottle of water for 600 yen in the US at the zoo. Like,
Seriously.
seriously.
Yeah.
And not just because US zoos don't accept yen. 600 yen works out to about $4. When I made that comment, I thought I was being a bit over the top, but I actually looked it up. At the Indianapolis Zoo in my hometown, a bottle of water cost $4.50. Turns out I wasn't exaggerating at all. The value of the Ueno Zoo really is incredible.
Definitely come check it out. The zoo is awesome.
And there's the main entrance, the one I mentioned earlier. This is the bigger, more recognizable gate inside Ueno Park. If you're coming from the JR station, this is probably where you'll enter. But for us, the Benton Gate was the better option.
Okay, it's 2 o'clock and We're getting hungry.
We tried to take a shortcut through Ueno Station. This place is massive, one of Tokyo's major transit hubs, connecting local trains, Shinkansen, and even long-distance lines heading north.
Okay, we're walking through Ueno Station, and I think we're just cutting through. But we're looking for food, and I know there's a bunch of food on the other side of the station. So we swiped our cards to get in the station, and now we're gonna swipe out. We never got on a train. We've never done this, but I don't think it should charge us. We're gonna find out.
Charged us.
Charged us.
That's dumb.
That's real dumb. $1 each to walk through the station.
We head out in search of food and find a spot just outside the station tucked under the tracks. Delirium. Yes, the same as the beer.
Okay, we just got done eating at that place. Delirium Cafe. It's expensive, but pretty tasty. Got some Chicago-style deep dish pizza. Nice lunch. Anyway, we're gonna head through here. This is Ueno, and we're gonna go see if we can find some type of dessert or something for the girls, and maybe some beers, because I wouldn't mind having a beer.
You'll find some snow cones.
After a quick bite to eat, we head into the shopping streets nearby. This area just outside Ueno Station is packed with shops, restaurants, and market stalls. It's part of Amiya Yokocho, or Amiyoko for short, a lively shopping street that runs alongside the train tracks. Historically, it was a black market after World War II, but now it's one of the best spots in Tokyo for bargain shopping, fresh seafood, street food, and all kinds of random finds.
I don't know. Cool, isn't it? Okay, so this area is really cool. Just south of Ueno Station, and there's like tons of restaurants and like desserts and shops. It's kind of like a market. It's neat. It smells fishy right now. Does it smell fishy, Lily?
As we wander through Amiyoko, we come across the perfect combo: snow cones and beers.
We got 3 smoothies and 2 beers for 2,500 yen.
I got a mango smoothie, and I got an Oreo smoothie by myself. And I got baby Helen smoothie.
What? You got chocolate, you goof.
And I got beer.
It's hot, we've been walking all day, and this hits the spot.
I got Hello Kitty with it. I got chocolate and Hello Kitty. It's an Oreo. I'm gonna get this next time.
The kids are happy with their shaved ice, we've got a cold drink in hand, and for the moment, we just get to sit back and enjoy Tokyo. Time to head back to Katsushika. We hop on the Keisei line, tired but satisfied after a full day in Ueno.
All right. See you guys tomorrow.
We've got to go get on a train, and then we're taking it to the Tokyo Cruise Pier. It's like a river cruise. And we'll hopefully be able to get tickets to take the river cruise down to Odaiba, something like that. Definitely correct me in the comments below.
So the trains in Japan are very quiet. No one talks, and people sleep a lot, actually.
We're staying in Katsushika, a neighborhood where tourists are still pretty rare. It's a nice change of pace, giving us a glimpse of real Tokyo life. But it does mean hopping on a train to get to Asakusa, where we'll catch our unique ride to Odaiba, a spaceship-looking boat that cruises across Tokyo Bay.
We're at the Sumidagawa River.
What is Sumidagawa?
It means river.
That's right. Gawa. Gawa means river.
Gawa means river.
We just got to the Sumida River, and we are looking for these boats. They think maybe one of these is up here. We are just walking along the river right now and seeing if we can find the ticket gates. This is awesome. I love being back in Tokyo. It's a lot busier now, but still awesome.
That's an undersea one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so when you come in, you just go to that machine there, and you can buy the tickets. We're doing the Ota Luna. It's going to take us down to Odaiba Seaside Park, and it's about 70 minutes, I think is what it said. So we board in about 20 minutes. And the price was $6,000. So it's $2,000 for each adult, $1,000 for each child, and then Harper was free since she's 5 or under.
After grabbing coffee and snacks at the terminal, pro tip, there's no food service on board, we're cruising from Asakusa's Azumabashi Bridge, past the historic waterfront to Odaiba Marine Park.
Okay, we're getting ready to get on the boat. And it's going to take about 70 minutes, I think.
This isn't just any ferry, though. We're riding the Hamiko, designed by legendary anime creator Leiji Matsumoto. With its sleek silver body and spaceship styling, it's basically Tokyo's idea of what water transport should look like in the future. Fun fact, this was actually Matsumoto's first venture into real-world vehicle design.
What's this? What this is?
It looks kind of like this.
Okay, we are off, and this is a really, really crowded ship. So I would recommend buying tickets online because you do get to board first, and you get first pick of seats because there's not that many seats, and there's a lot of people. This is pretty popular. How old are you, Harper? Show 4. That's right, 4. Oh no, that's 3. There you go. That's 4 years old. They just opened up the rooftop deck kind of thing. This is awesome. What a beautiful freaking day. Here's the Rainbow Bridge. I think we're stopping at this port here. This is awesome.
Okay, go, Parker.
Okay.
And there she is, Lady Liberty herself. But wait, haven't we seen her somewhere else before? Actually, make that 2 somewheres. First in New York, waving goodbye as you sailed out on the Queen Mary 2. Then again in Paris, standing proud along the set. And now here she is in Tokyo Bay. A bit smaller than her New York sister, but she's found herself a pretty sweet spot here in Odaiba with the Rainbow Bridge backdrop.
So there's the ones.
So these cookies are amazing. I love them so much. Apparently they have a drink. Milky shake, and it has the chocolate cookies that I like. So let's try it. It's amazing.
Okay, we just got done eating at that mall. We just grabbed a sandwich real quick. We're gonna go take a bus to the museum. It is the Tokyo Water Science Museum, and it closes at 5, and it's 3:15 right now. So we're gonna go check that out for a little bit. And I think we should walk like 3 or 4 minutes over here to catch the bus. Let's go. You know?
Really not in there, but it's over there. So we go to the ferry now, the museum, and I'm so excited. I'm so sad. We're going to the museum, and I think that's it.
Next up, Tokyo Water Science Museum. Getting there's a breeze. Just hop on the bus and tap your Suica card. No complicated tickets. Tokyo's transit system really makes exploring this easy.
All right, we made it on the bus. We are headed to the water museum.
Okay, we just got off the bus. How much was it?
210 yen
210 yen.
per adult, and then
And then each of the big girls are half price, so 210 for the both of them combined, or 105 each. And then Harper's free.
So we just got off the bus and now we're going to the water museum or the science museum, and I'm super excited. To the museum, and when we went on the bus and we did something there.
So the last couple of years we've come to Japan like 4 or 5 times, I think, since they opened. It's been pretty awesome. We love it here.
Mommy don't like
Doesn't look very busy, Lens.
Nope, good. It's free too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, it's cool.
It looks like a big poop.
Okay, so this is the Tokyo Water Science Museum, okay? And there's a couple rules, a couple promises. You don't run,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
Okay? So do you guys want to go explore the first part?
I want to do this part first.
Okay, this says it's the Aqua Showcase.
The Water Science Museum is one of those hidden gems tourist guys often miss. It's completely free, loaded with hands-on exhibits, and honestly, perfect for escaping that summer heat. Inside, you'll find everything from water conservation displays to massive water pump demonstrations. But the highlight, the huge water table where kids can experiment with currents and water flow. And check this out, they've got these bubble domes that the kids can duck under to get up close to the water jets while staying totally dry. Perfect spot to sneak in some learning while beating the Tokyo heat.
This is awesome, and it was free, so that's amazing.
Really amazing.
Moving up through the building, the story of Tokyo's water unfolds. Each level walks you through the journey, from massive reservoirs through treatment plants, into your home's taps, then back down through the drains and sewers for cleaning. It's pretty fascinating to see the whole system laid out. Even the girls are into it, especially when they spot the toilet display.
That's not a toilet.
So if you've got kids that are interested in sewage and water treatment, this is definitely the place to take them. But even if they're not crazy about those topics, it's still really cool. So they can learn about how the water comes from the river and ends up in your house and your pipes and your plumbing, in the water we drink. And it's awesome. This is the kind of things we love to do. We love to find these things, and it's a free activity. Free, $0. You can find budget items. You don't have to spend a fortune. You don't have to go to Tokyo Disneyland. Although, the girls did have fun at Tokyo Disneyland. Check that video here if you want to see our trip there.
On the upper floors, it's all about hands-on experience. The girls bounce between exhibits, making massive bubbles, testing what floats and what sinks, and controlling mini fog storms right in front of them.
Make the ball float. Or sink. Oh. The bubbles make the ball sink.
Oh,
That's interesting, isn't it?
yeah.
Between the water displays downstairs and these science stations up here, we easily spend a couple of hours just exploring and playing. Not bad for a free museum.
I found a vending machine that gives you Coke with ice. Watch this. Coke with ice for 100 yen. Wow.
That's awesome.
All right, so that was the Tokyo Water Science Museum. You should definitely come check it out. It was really awesome, and it's free.
Want the full Tokyo plan we used, plus access to all our Worldschool guides like Type A? Join our Patreon, get instant access to all our ebooks, or buy one-off copies. Start planning your own epic adventure today.
Okay, we just gotta walk across this bridge right here to get to that mall over there. And this is like a busy road, so yeah, hold your kids' hands. Hey, fun.
Wait, someone gonna pull me. So we're going to round one. We have no idea about this, so we're so excited. Yeah!
Inside Diver City, the Hello Kitty store is our first stop.
Hello Kitty shop in Japan.
Come here, follow me. Let's go, Huffy.
While browsing around, we spot some of those adorable character-shaped dorayaki, those traditional Japanese pancake sandwiches, but with a kawaii twist. The perfect sweet treat to keep our energy up for exploring.
All right.
I know, please, we eat them.
If you're looking looking for a gift for souvenirs or anything, this mall has it all. I would probably just come here. It's got everything. So that's that robot. It's every 2 hours during the day, and then after sunset, it's every half hour. So it's 5:15 now. We just missed the 5 o'clock showing, and that's the last one until the nighttime shows start. It's Gundam. That's the show. Gundam. It's like from the 70s. I don't know, but check these stairs out. This is awesome. Go.
These iconic rainbow LED stairs next to the Gundam statue have become a must-visit spot for photos. And yeah, our girls couldn't resist running up and down them a couple times. I mean, could you blame them? Our final stop of the day is Round 1, one of Japan's major entertainment chains. You'll find these multi-floor complexes all over the country. Today, though, we're here for just 2 things: the claw machines and karaoke.
Okay, we just got to Round 1, and I got our ticket. It's about a 15-minute wait. 3,100 yen, 3,180. 3,180 just for the room, and it comes with a drink bar. But everybody in the party has to order something for like 260. We're gonna order beers, no problem. I think the beers are only like $2 here. We'll let you know when we get a room.
They're less than. They're only like 200 yen, so that's probably like $1.66.
Woo!
Would you want another bunny guy?
Now, we have a strict family policy with these claw machines. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And when your money's gone, it's gone. No digging for extra coins or just one more try. Today, though, luck is on the girls' side. Harper catches herself a bunny, and the older girls work together to snag a Mario Extra Life mushroom.
We got a mushroom. We got a mushroom.
To be honest, sometimes I actually prefer when they don't win. These machines are essentially gambling for kids, and learning to walk away, win or lose, is an important lesson. Finally, we head to karaoke. If you've never done karaoke in Japan, you're in for a treat. Each group gets their own private room, complete with a comfy couch, drink menus, and enough songs to keep you singing for days. Oh, and they also have plenty of songs in English too.
Sit down. Oh, we're on the floor.
Huh?
We're on the floor. Anyway, check these things out. 100 yen each. That's like 66 US cents. How is that even possible?
He has a lemon sour and I have a plum wine sour.
Awesome. So good. It's time for beer. What do you got, Linz?
Looks like Asahi, a big one for 200.
So 400 yen for 2 beers.
That's amazing.
So look up at the stars to guide me. Never heard this song in my life.
Alright, so we got the girls some chicken strips and some hot dogs. We got 3 different kinds of fries, and then we got some spicy, well, it's supposed to be spicy chicken, so we'll see if it's really spicy. So the first one I had wasn't too spicy, because really, Japan, when they say spicy, it's not too spicy. But yeah, the second one I had was actually spicier, and they're really delicious.
What do you think, Well?
It's good. Really spicy.
They're not that spicy. We've been to Thailand. These aren't spicy. Bittersweet and strange, long as old as rye. They're delicious. And even better because they're only 200 yen each.
I got a melon float with whipped cream. Oh my gosh.
Now on our forehead.
Did you have fun, Lens?
Yep.
Always a good time.
We love karaoke.
We do. Oh yeah, okay, that was fun. So this is the room. The girls all just went to the bathroom. Yeah, can you see that? My shoes on and talk. We like to go to round one because it's super cheap. It's really cheap. It was like, I don't even know, 3,200 or something for just for all of us to get in here, and then the food is gonna be so cheap. We'll see. I'm gonna go pay in a minute. I gotta go scan our QR code. So you just get like a QR code like that, and you go scan it and pay. So let's head out of here. And we'll go do that. I gotta pee though so bad. So I just noticed that this room that we're on has kids in it. So it's a kid's room, and this one says please take off your shoes, and it's a massage room. Ours didn't say that. We always do anyway because we like that. So let's get it. It's one of the other kind of rooms. We definitely like this style better, but we didn't get that one this time. That one's cool, so it's got tatami mats. I'm gonna go pay and then I gotta go to the bathroom. Wow. $47.30 for all the drinks and the food. I mean, we had a lot. And that's it?
$30.
Okay. How much was it?
It was $30.
Plus the original.
Oh.
It's like 3,000.
Oh, I didn't have that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that
Okay.
was that. $50.
50 bucks. How many hours?
Like 4.
Yeah. Tons of beers, all the food.
Yeah.
We were full, right? I mean, we might have more beers, but
I can't believe you actually got it on video.
I know.
It never works if you get a mushroom on video. We did want the mushroom too.
We are heading now. And we just need to go get on the metro, and then, I don't know, about an hour ride. That was a fun night, though, for sure. Can't wait to do this more and show you guys more of what we do and how we live and how we teach our kids, and it's awesome. Make sure you comment below. Let us know if you learned anything, what you liked, what you didn't like. We'd love to hear it. See you tomorrow. Love y'all. Bye.
After a long train ride home, we get some rest. But Tokyo isn't quite done with us yet.
Morning.
How you feeling today?
Good. Our legs are sore.
What are you gonna do today?
We're headed to Shinjuku and Shibuya.
And we have a lot of super touristy things to do today. Don't know if we'll do them all.
Today, we're taking on Shinjuku, Harajuku, and Shibuya all in one day.
First, we need to fuel up at 7-Eleven, one of our favorite places for lunch.
Japanese 7-Elevens are absolutely amazing for family travelers. Nothing like the ones back home.
I got some apples for us.
They're packed with fresh, affordable food that actually tastes amazing. We're loading up on some fresh fruit, sandwiches, and drinks for a late breakfast/early lunch. Quick, delicious, and easy on the budget. Konbini like this make traveling in Japan with kids so much simpler. Now, we're hopping on the Keisei line, the first of 2 trains we need to take to get to Shinjuku Station, one of the busiest train stations in the world.
Riding on trains for a long time? Okay.
Tokyo's train system is incredible, but man, it can be a lot, especially with kids and a stroller. Some stations have elevators and some don't.
Sometimes you can't find elevators.
Some trains have a ton of space, while others feel like a slow-motion mosh pit where everyone is just politely ignoring each other. But I guess that's all part of the adventure.
How many slots do we have on this drink?
8 stamps.
Nice. Okay, we're taking the Shinjuku line to Shinjuku. And we were over there on that platform, and we just had to walk across to this one. And now we're gonna go find the S line. when you're in Japan, if you're ever confused on what side of the walkway to walk on, look at the ground. Usually there's stickers that tell you what to do. Okay, we just got to Shinjuku station. Now we have a 13-minute walk to this park where we're going first to meet another Worldschool family. So let's just go 13-minute walk. Let's go.
We're headed to the park.
That's some sister teamwork right there.
The first time we came to Tokyo, we stayed on this side of Shinjuku, and I think we came to this park every single day. Since then, it's kind of become our go-to meeting spot for connecting with fellow world-schooling families.
Okay, that was the park, and it was a lot of fun. We didn't film because we don't film at parks really, but that's a great park to go to if you're staying in Shinjuku. Now we are going to head to Sushi Row, and this is a cool one here in Shinjuku. You'll see, it's neat, but this is a conveyor belt sushi chain, and it's one of our favorites. Let's go.
We head back toward the station, passing through Nishi Shinjuku, Tokyo's towering business district. This area is packed with some of the city's tallest buildings, including the iconic Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building.
Okay, we're coming up on the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, and this is 2 towers in downtown Shinjuku, and you can actually go up to the top floor. It's got a free observatory you can go to. So you just come over here, go up the elevator, and you can see the whole city. It's awesome. And on a clear day, you can actually see Mount Fuji.
Just north of the main station, there's a newly remodeled sushi row we've been wanting to check out. We grab a ticket from the check-in machine, find our seats, and get right to it.
Okay, we're here.
Every table has these massive touchscreens where you just tap what you want,
Ooh, watermelon pop soda, Lily?
and it shows up at your table in a few minutes. We order up some drinks, some sushi, and after so many plates, we even get to play a few games on the screen for a chance at a prize. And you know the drill by now. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose.
So, yeah, and they have this, at this sushi row, they have this thing with prosciutto, mozzarella, and a basil, just a little basil sauce. It's like, I don't know, I compare it to like an Italian sushi. It's so freaking good. It's amazing. I love it. So good.
Sushi row is a solid choice. Fast, easy, and great if you've got picky eaters. And the best part, the whole meal only costs around $28. For Tokyo, that's a win. Just outside of Sushi Row, if you head north, you'll come across a cool little alley.
Okay, so this is Omowaiti Yokocho. I don't know if that's how I'm saying it right, but it's like this narrow alley with a bunch of restaurants and bars and stuff like that. It's really cool at night, but thought we'd show you it right now because it's right by Shinjuku Station.
As we walk through, you can feel the history of this place. Omoide Yokocho, or Memory Lane, dates back to post-war Tokyo and is packed with tiny bars and food stalls that have been here for decades. It's got this old-school, only-in-Japan vibe that feels straight out of a movie. It's really cool during the day, but at night, when the lanterns light up and the whole street fills with smoke and the smell of grilled meats, it's next level.
Okay, now we need to just cross the other side of Shinjuku Station, and then that's where the Cross Vision billboard is. It's like that cat that kind of looks like it's coming out of the billboard. But we just got to go down here. We'll cross under this tunnel, and it'll be right on the other side of it.
To the Fire Museum!
Walking into the Fire Museum, we weren't really sure what to expect, but right away we find something I definitely didn't expect. An early 1900s Stutz fire truck.
Hey, check it out. It's Stutz. That's the Stutz fire truck. The Stutz Fire Engine Company is from Indianapolis, my hometown. So that's really cool. And now the Stutz factory, the old factory where that was probably manufactured, is now an art gallery in Indianapolis. It's really cool.
It was in 1917 when motorized pumper fire engines were first introduced in Tokyo. On this floor, The earlier days of Japanese fire service are shown and explained through colorful woodblock prints and documents.
The museum has a ton of historical fire equipment, from Edo period hand-pulled fire pumps to massive water kettles that firefighters used to carry and dump on flames. The girls, of course, are way more interested in the hands-on stuff. They dress up as firefighters, climb inside plate trucks, and check out all the different uniforms firefighters have worn over the years. There's even an interactive station where kids can color their own fire trucks. And then, thanks to some fun tech, their designs get projected onto a giant map of the city. Their mission? Cover Tokyo with as many multicolored fire trucks as possible.
So you're coloring a picture right now, and then they're going to be able to scan it, and then it'll come up on that screen.
And just when we think we've seen it all, we find an entire section dedicated to firefighting boats. There's even a short film about them where it feels like you're sitting inside the boat. We end up watching way longer than we expected.
That is so cool. Story?
Fireboat.
Fireboat. We just watched a show on that, didn't we? It's cool.
And finally, we head up to the rooftop, where the girls get to climb inside of a real-life, full-size firefighting helicopter. It's decommissioned now, but this was probably their favorite part of the museum.
Cool, they have this helicopter on the roof, so don't miss that. If you go to the 5th floor, there's like a door. There's not even a sign. There's this helicopter on the roof. You can get in it. Really awesome. It's good fun again.
Yep.
Lens is kind of the queen of finding cool museums that don't cost much.
That are free.
Yeah, that's the best kind of museum.
The fire museum ended up being way more fun than we expected. And the best part, it's completely free.
Right, the fire museum was really awesome. And bonus, it's free. So come check it out.
Free? Oh, burn. Daddy, where are we going?
Squishy store.
We stop at a 7-Eleven for some waters, and now it's time to catch a quick bus to Harajuku.
See how busy it was?
I knew it was gonna be.
Okay, we just got off the bus in Harajuku. We're gonna walk down that crazy street down there, and it is absolutely insane. So let's head. We gotta go to the squishy store and maybe get a snack. And then we gotta get to Shibuya to do the more touristy things. And then we're gonna call today quits because our butts are dragging. Oh look, we're on there. Girls, look. Right here.
This is all.
This place is wild. Harajuku is the kawaii capital of Japan, if not the world. It's where bold, eclectic street fashion was born, and where you'll still find people rocking full-on Harajuku girl looks. And at the center of it all, the street we're walking down right now is Takashita Street. This place is packed with shops, street food, and everything cute you can possibly imagine. Our first stop is the squishy store, so the girls can pick out a couple new additions to their ever-growing collection.
Sorry we took a long time.
It's all right.
Yeah.
You have fun?
Yeah.
And next up, one of those cotton candies that's as big as your head. And of course, Harper and Cora turn it into an absolute sticky disaster. We may be past the diaper stage, but trust me, baby wipes are still a must.
All right, what do you do with the trash, Lens?
All right, so you just take it back to where you bought it.
Seriously, please don't leave your trash on the streets.
And that is the tourist.
Then we come across those 10-yen coins, little pancake things filled with cheese. And of course, since we're in Harajuku, we had to go for the rainbow-colored cheese version. Oh, and they don't actually cost only 10 yen. They just look like a 10 yen coin.
Okay, stop recording now.
I get the scraps, I guess.
What did he do?
Good.
It was good.
Yeah. I'm still hungry.
Okay, well,
That was just
let's go so we can...
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
So that's about all we can handle of Harajuku. We're going to go get on the Yamanote line and take that to Shibuya and just do the crossing, turn around, and wave probably. But there's more stuff in Shibuya if you want to check it out. We don't. Not tonight anyway.
We're cramped.
Okay, we just got off, and that was a packed train. Luckily, it was only one stop. And I think these are stairs. Okay, we made it, and this is always madness at this station, at this crossing. That's why it's so famous. But it's 6 o'clock on a Friday, so that's why it's extra nuts right now.
Shibuya Scramble, the most organized chaos you'll ever see. Every time the light turns red, thousands of people flood the intersection from every direction, somehow never colliding.
Woo, it's busy.
Just across the street is that Starbucks, the one with the perfect overhead view of the scramble. We have never done it, but every time we pass it, it looks jam-packed. And honestly, we'd rather be out here in the middle of it all.
You can just tree.
I'll just put some stock footage in from up there. How's that sound? All right, we'll cross it back over.
So that dog, it came and waited for like years after the owner passed away. And then they ended up making a statue of the dog.
I heard it's even stuffed in the museum.
the dog?
Yep.
Why?
That's a lot of dog.
Shibuya, checked off the list. Time to hop on a train and head back to Katsushika where dinner is waiting. Back above ground, the city rolls past our window, bathed in that golden hour glow. It's sunset now, which means only one thing. Rush hour trains are packed, wall to wall. Luckily, we caught the express, so it's only 2 more stops to our home station. And then, it's time to eat.
Okay, another packed train. That's Friday night. It's 7:17. I mean, I'm not even remotely surprised. But we're home now. We're gonna go get some yakiniku, I think. We'll go check it out.
I know to get to the steak place.
It was weird when I left. Did you get friends?
Water. You want some?
Some of that. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Do you want me to get another one?
Yeah. Hoku. Other ones too? It says reserved. I don't care. I remember it now. If they even have seats.
Those relaxing seats.
We'll see.
All right, so we ended up getting a course, and we can have all you can drink for 2 hours. And yeah, I don't know. We're gonna get a lot of food, I think. I hope. Not sure.
First up, a fresh salad, some crispy french fries for the kids, and these insanely good fried rolls stuffed with cheese and edamame. Then comes a plate of the most tender pork served over seasoned hard-boiled eggs and a hot skillet of gooey, melty cheese. You already know we're dipping everything in that. Next, the main events. A sizzling plate of steak, a hot skillet loaded with meat and veggies, and of course, okonomiyaki. If you've never had it, think of it as a savory Japanese pancake loaded with flavor.
That's Tokyo style okonomiyaki. I've had it in both Hiroshima and Osaka. This is Tokyo style, and it smells good.
And just when we think we can't eat any more, they bring out noodles, fresh baked bread, and, because apparently we needed more carbs, French toast with ice cream for dessert.
It's so good.
That looks amazing.
The best part, all of this, every single dish, plus the all-you-can-drink deal, comes out to 11,700 yen. For our family of 5 in Tokyo, that's a huge win.
Awesome.
Hey.
So,
It's Hoku Hoku.
yeah.
And Hoku Hoku is like the pleasure of being full or something like that.
It was so good.
It was.
But, man, it's a lot of food.
It was a lot of food.
Literally did 2 courses, like one for me, one for Adam.
There's so much food. So much food.
We couldn't even eat
We
all
didn't
the
eat
food.
it all. With
the
3
kids.
kids helping us.
So,
yeah.
But no, go there. They're really awesome.
Yep,
We'll be back before we leave.
for sure.
And
All right, but we're done for the night. We'll see you tomorrow when we do what? I don't know what we're doing tomorrow.
we have Borderless still.
Ooh, okay. It might be teamLabs, but it also might be,
I know we have 2 things left.
yeah. I don't know.
I have forgotten.
You'll find out in 3, 2, 1.
Some days are packed with adventure. Others are for slowing down. Today, we're keeping it low-key in Akihabara.
Okay, so there's basically 2 things we definitely want to accomplish today. We're going to go to Yodobashi, which is like an awesome, huge camera electronics store. We also want to go to a Gashapon store, which Gashapon is like the little capsule toys. So it's probably going to be a short day, but thought we'd take you along and show you what it's like. Going to have a day off, so let's go.
I know I keep going on and on about how much I love the trains in Japan, but I mean, can you blame me? They're clean, quiet, fast, always on time, and this one's got the views. Crossing rivers, weaving through the city, even rolling right underneath the Tokyo Skytree.
Okay, we just got off at Asakusa, and then we just got to walk like 20 minutes down this road, along this train track actually, and we'll be in Akihabara.
Walking in Tokyo is basically its own activity. Every block has something. Tiny shops, restaurants squeezed into impossible spaces, and of course, vending machines. So many vending machines.
It's awesome because there's a vending machine pretty much every step that you walk. Oh, here we go.
And of course, every day is a Worldschool day. Today's lesson, Tokyo's crossing signals, brought to you by Harper.
With red light, the cars go and we don't go, and the green light, we can go,
That's right.
and the cars don't.
Oh, nice.
We arrive at Yodobashi on a mission. Amiibo character figurines, or if those don't turn up, the next best thing, trading cards. These apparently interact with the Animal Crossing New Horizons game on the Nintendo Switch, which the girls have been borderline obsessed with lately. That's why when they spot Lego sets of their favorite game, there's no chance we aren't stopping.
You own him. Animal Crossing Lego,
What's Animal Crossing?
the game that we like to play on the Switch. You're new to this channel, you probably don't know that I love Harry Potter. Mostly every birthday I have Harry Potter in it.
There's also an entire wall of gachapon, but no time for that right now. Don't worry, we'll get to the fun capsule toys later.
Oh, cow, Lindsay.
Yeah. Sumikko Garashis, our girls love them.
It's my baby.
I know.
Like my baby guy.
Yeah.
Girls.
Oh good, some light reading on their favorite game. This 15-pound behemoth of a book is exactly what I want to lug around the world. We'll just put that back for now.
Great. Got him.
All right.
No dice on the figurines, but we did score some trading cards. Now, let's escape this chaos and find a quiet spot to see what they pulled.
So that was Yodobashi, and that was mad. It always is, though. This kinds of stores. It's awesome. We should have come on like a weekday. It would have been a little bit less busy, but it's still going to be busy like that. Awesome. Fun. You should go check it out. It's part of Japan. Wow, monkey guy. Oh, is that my melody?
Ooh, my melody.
Monster. You got Papa.
I didn't know that's what that was. So Akihabara, it's known for its electronics town. It's known for anime and those figurines and stuffies and electronics and lights and things, but also all the cafes, the maid cafes, the ninja cafes, the kind of more novelty adult kind of places, but and then also of course pachinko parlors everywhere. Oh, we didn't go last year across.
Yeah, the street is
It's open. Let's walk on it. Oh yeah. So on the weekends they also close a lot of these streets. So in Akihabara and Ginza, and I think in Shibuya too, they close some of the streets on Sundays, and it's awesome. Just walk everywhere. There's no cars. I mean, this is cool. Check this out. It's not awesome. But that right there, that's the Gigo building. It used to be the Sega building. So that's like the iconic image of Akihabara was that Sega building right there. Gigo brand bought the Sega brand, I think, and they put their name on there. It's like an anime and toy company.
As we wander down some side streets, we pop in and out of a few anime shops. Honestly, we don't know a ton about anime, just that it's a huge deal and people are really passionate about it.
So do you watch any anime, Will?
Yes, we like this show. It's in English. I think it was made here.
Spirited Away.
It's called Spirited Away.
The girls have seen a few of the bigger mainstream shows, but for Linz and me, we've just never really gotten into it. Still, when the fandom is this massive, it's hard not to appreciate it.
Harry Potter.
It's cool.
They have like.
We found the cards, but we did not find the little figures that we were looking for. On the cards, they said that they're very popular right now, so you can only get 5 per person.
So Lindsay says tonight we're going to go to one of these maid cafes.
No, I don't. Be close to that.
Yeah, I think we might have accidentally just stumbled upon it. It's right up here.
Another thing we're hunting for, an electronics component store. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't quite pay the bills, so I've got another job that actually does, and I need some parts for it. And if there's anywhere to find obscure electronics, it's Akihabara. Tiny shops, shelves packed with circuit boards, resistors, LEDs, basically what I imagine Radio Shack must have been like back in the day. It's perfect. Got exactly what I needed, and it only sent me back $8.
Okay, I got the things I needed for that store. I couldn't find the one I like, but there's several of them. I just need a couple LEDs and resistors and things like that. Okay, what'd you get?
Cookie.
Oh, hey, while I was in there grabbing parts, the girls somehow managed to find some cookies.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I found a store that has those things. It's over by that Jigo.
This place is massive. 6 floors of nothing but video games. Games, consoles, figurines, trading cards. They have to have those amiibo figures the girls were looking for. maybe not. They've got tons of amiibo figurines, just not any for Animal Crossing. So we grab a few more trading cards instead.
They like to put escalators up in stores, but not back down.
Those were just figurines, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Move on up the street.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cocoa pudding and
Yay! Oh, that's awesome, Lily.
nice to go.
All right. That's Akihabara, and now we're gonna go get some food at one of our favorite gyoza places. It's in Asakusa, and we can just take the subway line that's right here, 2 stops, and we'll be there. This place is so cool. I love it here. It's awesome. You got to be able to deal with crowds though, because there's a lot of freaking people here.
All right, so they have delicious gyoza that is like the juiciest gyoza we've ever had.
So good.
You love it, Herbie?
When they bite into it,
Yummy.
they're gonna want to like explode all over. But like just suck the juices out.
I did too.
So good. It's one of my favorite gyoza we've ever had.
They're so good. They're seriously some of the best gyoza we've had. Like, yeah, I've missed this place. We're excited to be back because they're seriously some of the best for sure. So come here if you're ever come to Tokyo.
Okay, that was the gyoza and tapas place, and it is amazing. It's right here, right in front of the Skytree. You gotta go there. It's amazing. Okay, so that was $81.77, which is about $52. Kind of a early dinner, really late lunch, but it's also 3 beers for each, Lindsay and I. So that was a pretty good deal. A little more on the expensive side for us, but still pretty good deal. What is that, Linz?
I don't know. The raccoon dog.
Oh, that's the guy, guys.
Oh, these guys look familiar. Turns out they're Tanuki, the same character species as Timmy and Tommy Nook from Animal Crossing. Feels pretty on brand for the day we're having.
That's Tommy and Timmy.
Oh.
And Tom.
Yeah, the Tinjin raccoon dog. So that's cool. We decided to come down this street. So they're lined up all up and down here. They're like good luck raccoons, and I don't know, they all have little sayings and things like that.
It's Cooler Raccoon, the most knowledgeable of Asakusa raccoons, wears a school cap and will share his blessings with you in hopes of improving your studies and passing the exam.
Rub his belly. Oh, there you go. It should help you with your school studies. It's good luck.
Then we spot a big pink ribbon, and that can mean only one thing, a Sanrio shop. Of course, we have to stop. The girls look around for a bit. I do my best to stay sane. These stores, definitely not my vibe. Lynn's caves, and now we own a few more souvenir keychains.
Oh, shoot.
Here we go.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. Success at Sanrio store.
What's that?
And just to really drive the theme of the day home, we find a Baskin Robbins serving
You want
Sumiko
chocolate
Garashi themed ice cream. in special bowls with tiny themed spoons and decorations. I love how this day just keeps looping back on itself.
You said this was gonna be like a very quick day. It's been the whole day, Dad.
Just found lots to do.
I know.
We did a lot more than I was thinking we were going to. Here's the gacha place right here.
Finally, we make it to a gashapon store. These capsule toy vending machines are everywhere in Japan. Basically a core part of pop culture here. The name gashapon is actually an onomatopoeia. Gasha represents the sound of the turning crank, and pon is the sound of the capsule dropping. I don't really hear it. Maybe Japanese onomatopoeia just works a little differently, or maybe I just never hear it. I mean, I've never once thought bang actually sounds like a bang.
Okay, and that is gashapon. Girls each get 2 toys each, and that's it. So that's our day off. See you tomorrow.
I got a cute little baby. The diaper. Ooh.
Let's see.
All right,
You have a good day off?
I had a great day off. It's time to go home now. Bye.
One last train ride for the day. This time, heading to Seizuria, a budget-friendly family spot where we can sit down and refuel. A simple end to a chill day, because tomorrow, it's our final day in Tokyo. And that day starts right now.
It's our last day of the tour, and we're heading to some awesome things today.
Another day, another train journey across Tokyo. We're making the hour-long trip to teamLab Borderless, which just reopened in the new Azabadai Hills complex near Roppongi. After hearing so much about this digital art museum, we're pretty curious to see if it lives up to all the hype.
Ready?
Yep, let's go.
Right at the entrance, there's this cool perspective painting for the logo for teamLab Borderless. It's all stretched and distorted, but when you stand in exactly the right spot, it snaps into perfect alignment. It's a pretty cool little preview of what's waiting inside. This place is set up for crowds. Locker rooms for your stuff, bag storage, even dedicated stroller parking. But if you've heard about getting wet at teamLab, you're thinking of the other installation, teamLab Planets in Toyosu. This one, much to our kids' disappointment, is completely dry.
teamLab Borderless has no maps or routes. The artworks in a room change over time.
Translation, you wander around in the dark and hope for the best.
Okay, we just got in. This is so cool. So, this is like the flower room. It's one of the reasons a lot of people refer to this place as like the Instagram museum, because it's very Instagrammable.
Which is exactly why we're filming it. And also, follow us on Instagram.
It's very cool. I don't know if you'll be able to see me or anything at all. Smells too, they have different smells.
I know, they do.
We're walking through another flower room with projectors covering every wall. Actually, the whole place seems to be powered by projectors. Like, a lot of projectors.
Okay, it's really, really dark in here. So, you probably can't see anything at all. This is neat. So far, I liked planets better.
Watch out, guys.
This is interesting. Well, that room that we were just in was pretty cool.
Was
I don't know. So far, I think I still like planets better.
Yeah, most of it's just projections on walls here. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
We're wandering from room to room now, and things are starting to get more interesting. Beyond just wall projections, we're finding cool light installations, glowing orbs, and these giant reflective spheres. One room even has mirrors on the floors, with a helpful sign showing a woman in a skirt with a warning about reflections. Message received.
Give me a little vertigo.
I know. It definitely messes with you. There are mirrors on the floor, so yeah, it definitely messes with you.
Ball state. Daddy, we in a ball state.
This is definitely one of the cooler rooms so far. The lights, the spheres, all these reflections, it's pretty mesmerizing. Then the light shifts from warm ambers to cool blues, completely transforming the space. Okay, announcer lady from earlier, I guess you weren't kidding about things changing. There's also this zen, Hans Zimmer-esque music playing throughout the whole museum that really adds to the experience. We can't use the actual audio for obvious copyright reasons, but we've tried to find something similar that captures the vibe.
Both of those were pretty cool, the lily pad one and that one, but still, Team Planets is way better. Yeah.
Daddy, it's just a lot of stuff on the walls.
Oh, now this room is cool, literally and figuratively. It's like a dance club, but much colder. The girls are loving it, dancing and playing in the rolling fog and strobing colored lights.
No.
And finally, we've made it to probably the most recognizable room in the museum. They have one of these at both teamLab facilities, and it's one of my favorites. Though, fair warning, it can be seriously disorienting when you're surrounded by infinity on all sides. And we've come full circle, back to what we've been calling the lily pad room. Except now it's transformed into a field of waving grass.
Guess we're back at the beginning now. It's the fake projected waterfall. Yeah, it's not worth the entry. Go to Planets. Don't come here.
I guess that's kind of cool, though.
What?
They are, like, interacting with it.
Are they?
Like, when you touch it, it does stuff.
Okay.
But still.
Here, girls, you want to do this? Yeah, the sign's cool. Watch. All of it comes together. Oh, there's people. Watch out. Watch out. There it is. Oh. teamLab Borderless. That's cool.
It's boing.
Your travel expert opinion. Yay or nay on teamLab Borderless?
Well, there you have it. The verdict from our harshest critics. teamLab Borderless. Visually interesting? Sometimes. Worth the hefty entrance fee? Let's just say we won't be rushing back.
There's the Tokyo Tower. We made it. Been to Tokyo like 10 times in the last couple years. It's the first time we've come this close to it. I don't think we're going to go to the top of it, but we are going to go check out the base of it and see if we can't get a snack and a drink and just hang out a little bit.
333 meters of bright orange and white, inspired by the Eiffel Tower, but unmistakably Tokyo.
All right, so we made it to the Tokyo Tower. We're now gonna go find a snack for the girls.
And of course, because Japan is amazing, there's a kombini right at the base of this iconic landmark. Is there anything more Japanese than grabbing convenience store snacks under the shadow of Tokyo Tower?
We got chicken nuggets and grapes and apples and chocolate bread.
While the girls refuel with their kombini finds, we spot, you guessed it, another Sanrio store. At this point, I think we've hit one every single day of this trip. When in Japan, right? This time, Lily spots a Sanrio character backpack she's been eyeing for ages.
How much is it? How much is it? How much is it?
On it. Hang on.
The girls all have these bank cards from Greenlight that let them save money, set goals, and spend responsibly. We can lock and unlock them as needed, which is perfect for travel. Lily decides this backpack is worth the splurge. 4,296 yen of her own money. Since it's her souvenir from her savings, we're not adding it to our trip total.
Are you happy, Elise?
Yeah. I've been looking for a bigger backpack.
All right, so we haven't ever tried these bananas yet, but they are a rave here in Japan.
These Tokyo bananas are treats that look like Twinkies and taste like banana bread pudding. They're basically the official souvenir sweet of Tokyo, and after one bite, we can see why. The girls approve, which means we'll probably
Is it
be
good?
bringing a box or two home in our suitcase.
Cool.
That's really good.
It's really good. It's like banana pudding.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay, that is the Tokyo Tower. And now we're going to walk this way to the subway station to go to Ginza.
There's a park over here that we can cut through, and parks usually make for nicer walks than busy streets anyway. Walking through the park, we come across something a little unexpected. There's hundreds of small stone statues at this temple wearing little red hats. This is the 1000 Kosodate Jiso-san. These little statues are a memorial for unborn children.
This is the statues of the unborn children, and each statue represents a child that died before childbirth, as I kind of assumed it was going to be something like that. So it says the statues can signify any unborn children lost due to miscarriages, stillborns, and abortions. So it's like a ceremony that they hold once a month, and they put all the red knitted caps on. Okay, so we're on the other side now. We just need to go find the subway, and I think it's to the left here, Lens.
Sometimes Tokyo's subway map looks like a plate of rainbow spaghetti, but it's easier to figure out than it looks. Give it a couple days and it all starts making sense. And with Google Maps in your pocket, anyone can navigate like a local.
Sometimes you just have to carry them down the stairs. So tips for navigating the Tokyo Metro. Use Google Maps and it'll tell you exactly what exits you can leave, and that'll be closest to your destination. And then when you get off, look for the signs. They're always yellow signs for the exits, and they'll be like A0 or A1 or whatever. And just follow them. It's real easy. But we're just going up here to A0, and then I think the Sanrio place should be like 4 or 5 minute walk from there. Another tip that I'm breaking is stand on the left side, walk on the right, but nobody's behind me, so I'm breaking the rules. Unless you're in Kyoto or Osaka, then it's stand on the right, walk on the left. Unless there's a sign that says do otherwise. Or unless, just do what the locals do.
Seriously, 99% of all cultural missteps can be avoided if you just watch what everyone else is doing.
But Daddy, please maybe do more fun stuff.
Probably.
After this.
Like what?
We go to playground. We go to Disneyland.
Disneyland, are you kidding me?
Yeah, 'cause I like Disneyland.
Yeah, you're kidding me. We're not going to Disney.
Go to Legoland.
Ah, there we go, boys.
Ginza is Tokyo's fancy shopping district. Think of Fifth Avenue in New York, but with more politeness and less, well, New York. It's not typically our scene. I'm more Uniqlo fashion than Gucci or Louis Vuitton. But of course, no trip to Ginza would be complete without visiting the largest Sanrio store in Tokyo.
When I had kids YouTube, I watched this show, and this is the biggest Hello Kitty store in the whole world.
Is it really?
Yeah, baby, thank you.
The girls bounce around the store, eyes locked on plushies, outfits, and accessories, wishing they could take it all home. And I swear, this is the last Sanrio store in the video. For real this time.
Okay, now we are going to Nissan Crossing, which is a coffee shop and car dealership, museum, something like that. I don't know. It looks really cool though. Don't want to ruin the surprise. You'll see in a minute. And this is like a Nissan dealership and the cafe on the second floor. And that is the famous Seiko watch company building department store or something. I don't know. It's like one of the famous things of Ginza.
I just ordered a iced coffee, but this picture is going to be printed on it. Is that cool?
How did she do that? How did you do that?
That's awesome, isn't it?
How did you do that? Look at tennis.
Something special.
You should do that.
Got it?
Tennis.
Special for him.
Not the kids.
When you see a basement bar in Tokyo with Sapporo written all over it, you just know it's going to be good. This hidden gem specializes in perfectly poured draft beer, and the bartender explains there are 3 different pouring styles we can choose from, plus a strict 2-drink maximum. The perfect pour comes from a special sideways nozzle that creates the perfect head-to-beer ratio, 7:3, according to the menu. The glass is meticulously cleaned, and the temperature is precisely controlled from keg to glass. This is beer pouring as an art form.
It's good. Really good.
I guess it's perfect.
We finish our first round, and with that 2-drink maximum, it would be a shame not to try another pouring style before we leave. For science, of course. For round 2, we go with the hybrid, which combines the liquid from the perfect tap with foam from the traditional swing tap. The result is a softer, colder foam that changes the entire drinking experience. Four expertly crafted beers for about $13. In Ginza, That's practically a steal. Almost makes up for what we spent at teamLabs this morning. Almost.
She said nothing. She said a bad word.
The train ride back to Katsushika gives us time to reflect on the day. Some hits, some misses. But just like when we play those Japanese claw games. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And that's true in travel too. But that's what makes it an adventure. One last Konbini stop for some Pokemon smoothies. The perfect end to a full day of exploring.
The smoothies, I wanted to one last time, so we can watch it.
Okay, that's frappes from Family Mart. So, this is Japan. We love it. You should come. It's affordable. It's amazing. People are friendly. It's clean. It's safe. Come to Japan.
This is so good.